Let's talk about edge, because without it, nothing else matters. An edge is not a strategy that wins every trade. An edge is a statistical advantage over a large sample size. That means you will lose trades. You will experience drawdowns. You will feel doubt. And yet, over 100, 200, 500 trades, you come out ahead. Most traders quit during the part where the edge hasn't had time to show itself. They confuse short-term variance with long-term failure. Professionals don't. Your edge should be boring. If it feels exciting, it's probably unstable. Clean setups, clear invalidation, defined risk, repeatable logic. No guesswork, no impulse. Now let's talk about why higher time frames dominate prop firm trading. Lower time frames invite noise. Noise invites emotion. Emotion breaks rules. Higher time frames slow you down. They reduce overtrading. They increase clarity. They align better with risk limits. That's why so many successful prop traders operate on the 4-hour and daily charts. Not because they're smarter, but because the structure protects them from themselves. One of the biggest mistakes traders make is believing they need to trade often. They don't. They need to trade well. One quality setup per week can outperform 10 impulsive trades per day. Prop firm rules are not designed for hyperactivity. They're designed for restraint. Let's walk through a realistic trader journey. Imagine a trader named Alex. Alex doesn't start with dreams of millions. Alex starts with one goal: pass one challenge cleanly. Alex risks 0.5% per trade. Alex trades only one setup. Alex accepts that passing may take weeks. Alex passes. Not fast, not flashy, but clean. Once funded, Alex changes nothing. Same risk, same setup, same discipline. First payout isn't huge, but it's proof. Proof that this can work. Alex doesn't increase risk. Alex increases confidence. That confidence leads to consistency. Consistency leads to longevity. Longevity leads to scale. Now let's talk about scaling, because this is where the million-dollar math lives. Scaling is not about increasing risk. It's about increasing capital while keeping risk percentage constant. That's the secret. If you risk 1% on a $10,000 account, that's $100. If you risk 1% on a $100,000 account, that's $1,000. Same discipline, different outcome. This is why prop firms are powerful. They allow disciplined traders to scale faster than personal capital ever could. But only if the trader respects the process. Break the rules, and the leverage disappears instantly. Another hard truth. You cannot outtrade poor psychology. You can have the best strategy in the world and still fail if you trade when tired. Trade when angry. Trade when desperate. Professionals protect their mental state like capital. Because it is capital. Let's talk about losses, because avoiding this topic is dishonest. Losses are not the enemy. Uncontrolled losses are. Every professional trader expects to lose. What they refuse to do is let one loss turn into a spiral. They take the loss. They log it. They move on. No drama. Here's something you need to hear. If a single losing trade can ruin your day, your risk is too high. If a losing week can break your confidence, your expectations are unrealistic. If a losing month makes you quit, you never understood probability to begin with. Now let's talk about discipline under pressure. The pressure increases when you're close to a profit target. You're close to a payout. You're close to passing. This is where most traders self-sabotage. They rush trades. They oversize. They force outcomes. Professionals slow down when pressure rises. They know the market doesn't care about deadlines. Another uncomfortable truth. Prop firms don't pay you for brilliance. They pay you for obedience to rules. Break the rules and win, you still lose. Follow the rules and lose, you survive. Survival compounds. Now let's address time. People ask, how long does it take? Wrong question. The right question is, how many quality repetitions does it take? Some traders get it in 6 months, some in 2 years. The difference is not intelligence. It's humility. The ability to learn without ego. Social media distorts reality. You see payouts, not process. Wins, not drawdowns. Results, not sacrifices. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. That comparison kills progress. Let's talk about income stability, because this is where professionals think differently. They don't rely on one account. They don't rely on one firm. They diversify operationally. Multiple accounts, multiple payout cycles, same system. That's how trading becomes income, not gambling. And now let's address the million-dollar idea head-on. $1 million is not a moment. It's a sum of many boring, disciplined months. No single trade makes it. No single month defines it. It's built quietly. There will be times you question everything. Times when the system feels broken. Times when confidence drops. Times when quitting feels logical. Every professional has been there. The difference? They didn't let emotion rewrite their plan. Let me tell you something powerful. The market doesn't reward intelligence. It rewards emotional control. The smartest traders often fail because they overthink. The calm ones survive. As you grow, something changes. You stop chasing validation. You stop proving yourself. You stop forcing outcomes. You trade because it's your job. That's when money starts behaving differently around you. If you're serious about this path, understand this. You are not late. You are not behind. You are early in your discipline journey. Mastery takes time. And time, when paired with consistency, is unstoppable. This path is not glamorous. It's repetitive. It's lonely. It's misunderstood. But it's real. And real wealth is built quietly. The goal is not to impress strangers. The goal is to build freedom. Freedom from desperation. Freedom from emotional decision-making. Freedom from financial instability. If you commit to one system, one risk model, 1 year of discipline, you will not recognize yourself by the end. Not just financially, but mentally. And that's the real win. Because once you become disciplined, money is no longer intimidating. It becomes manageable, scalable, predictable. This is not a promise of millions. It's a promise of clarity. And clarity, applied consistently, changes everything. And here's the most important thing I'll say. You don't need to rush. Markets will be here tomorrow. Opportunities will repeat. Capital can be rebuilt. But trust, discipline, and confidence take time. Respect that process. If you treat prop firm trading like a lottery, you'll lose. If you treat it like a business, it can change your life. Not overnight, not effortlessly, but deliberately. If this message gave you clarity, not hype, share it. If it challenged your thinking, sit with it. If it inspired you, act on it. Because the gap between those who dream and those who execute is smaller than you think. It's called discipline. And once you master that, the numbers eventually follow.